Hello everyone. I'm going to introduce you to Evernote, which is a note-taking tool I have used myself and I like. So without further ado, I'd advise you to click on your favorite search engine, whichever it is, and then just type Evernote. I have already typed Evernote here. So I got this result, and then you're supposed to click on the very first link, which will take you to the official Evernote website. Now, when you get to the website, you should go straight to either download or log in. But for purposes of this tutorial, I would just like you to click download. Once you have clicked download, you'll get a pop-up which will prompt you to select a location in your computer. But since I already have the application on my laptop, I'll just ignore that, and then I have the application on my taskbar. Now, the beautiful thing about Evernote, unlike its competitors, for example, OneNote, you can actually use any email address to access it. For example, I use my Google address, so you can actually sign in with Google. So you just click sign in. If you do not have an account, you'll need to sign up, and then you sign up with Google. So I'll just select my email address. Okay, and then I've gotten this pop-up, so I can now close this and then return to the application. When you look at my taskbar, it's blinking, meaning that I now have access to the application. So once you get to this application, you'll get a default notebook which has been created for you by Evernote. And in this notebook, there's a note which will just take you through all the basics of Evernote. The fact that it's great for taking notes, you can just scribble ideas. And I should mention that Evernote is not only available in desktop version, you can also get Evernote for your phone. Whether it's an iPhone or whether it's an Android phone, you can use Evernote, and at the same time, it will synchronize with the desktop version. So you can capture ideas, you can make to-do lists, you can just go through this list once you manage to download it. But for purposes of this tutorial, I just want to take you through a few things which are very critical, especially since you're going to need this tool to take notes during your lessons. So first things first, you need to click on notebooks so that you can set up your notebooks. When you look at my collections of notebooks, these are some of the notebooks which I have been using for my personal studies. So you're supposed to just come here, and then there's this green button. If you can just see this, new notebook. So you just click new notebook, and then you can enter any name. So for example, this is English. Click OK. And then when you click English, you can now begin adding notes. So what are you supposed to do? There's a big plus sign over here. So you click new note, and then you can add a note. For example, you might want to write the title as, the title of the lesson, maybe culture. And then you have this tag feature, and this tag feature works the same way that the tag feature on social media normally works, meaning the tag feature will link notes which have something in common. For example, you might want to link, let me just write here, features of style. You might want to put another tag, write essays, and so on and so forth. Once you do this, it will be easier for you to just find all the resources which relate to the writing of essays, all the resources which relate to the features of style, the click of a button. So that's why I would always advise you to just write a number of tags related to that specific lesson. And then when it comes to the body of the note itself, you can just type anything. You can take screenshots of a certain page and then simply paste it here. You can also link files on your drive. So for example, you might have been working with a group of other students, and then the Google slide you're working on is on Google Drive. So you just click on that feature, so attach file from Google Drive, and then it will take you to your Google Drive, and then you can select any document you want. For example, I might want to use this document, so I've just clicked on it and then we'll select it. And then it's going to link that document straight on my notebook here. So that's one beautiful thing about that. You can also record audio. You can just, sometimes you might not feel like writing something, but then you just decide to record something which the teacher has said. You want to record something which you've just learned. So you just click on that and then you say it. And then you can take a photo using your camera, the camera on your laptop, or if it's your phone, you can use the camera on your phone. Yeah, that's basically it. So let me show you a few other features. So back to notebooks. Evernote also allows you to share a given notebook with somebody else. So for example, let me just go back to these. When you go to this notebook, the notebook which you're working on, you can click on share. And when you click on share, you can copy URL, you can share this on social media, you can send a copy to somebody on email, and so on and so forth. So if you just copy URL and then you send it to somebody. Now, once you have done that, and maybe somebody else has shared their document with you, you can access all the shared documents by checking the left panel where we have all of those shortcuts. So you click on shared with me, and then you'll be able to see all the documents which have been shared with you. At the moment, nobody has shared a document with me, so that's why you can't see anything over here. When you click on tags, you'll be able to see all the tags which you will have included over time. So for example, when you look over here, this is the tag which I recently included, writing essays, and these are the other tags which I have been using for my personal studies. So against the tag, there's a number in brackets, and the number in brackets indicates the number of notes which include that tag. So for example, we have 111. Most of these are just one, with the exception of discipline, which has two different notes with the discipline tag on them. That is how you can use the tag feature. And then when you come to file here, you can also be able to create a new note. You can create a new tag, a new notebook, and so on and so forth. And you can also add another email, or if you're using the computer maybe with a sibling, your sibling can also add their Evernote account over here, so that whenever they want to use their account, they simply click on the second email and then it will take them to their account. Now, sometimes you might be checking a number of resources online, and then you want that resource to be saved in your Evernote notebook. So you don't have to copy the link to that resource and then open your Evernote application and then copy it there. You just need to get these. You need to get this extension. You see this tiny elephant here. You can get this by going to the Google store. It's over here, this colored square. Once you're on the website which you want to save, you simply click on that elephant icon, and then it's going to load your Evernote notebook. Okay, at the moment I'm already using an extension to record this video, so that's why I'm unable to use the Evernote clipper. But once you do that, it's going to give you a pop-up, and then it will show you the different notebooks which you have. So for your case, you might have a notebook called science, a notebook called English, a notebook called humanities, and so on and so forth. So you just select on one of those notebooks, and then that resource will be saved on that notebook. That is Evernote in a nutshell. And like I mentioned before, you can synchronize what's on your mobile phone to what's on your laptop, because they're synchronized in real time. And I think that's the beauty of it. The only shortcoming of Evernote is the fact that you can't actually change the interface, you can't change the theme. So that's the only shortcoming it has, I would say. Otherwise, it's a very convenient tool.